I have been acting since I was about this big. I studied at Bedford College and then had a short stint at Salford University before finding my feet with Carabosse about 3 years ago.
Excellent. And my questions are gone. Right, well, who is your character and or characters, if you play multiple ones? What do they want and do they get it?
My character is called Phylax, the guardian leader of the Cord. And what's the other part of the question, sorry? What they want?
Yeah, what they want and do they get it in the end?
Oh, right, yeah. What Phylax wants is immortality. Might sound a little bit self-centered, but they have their reasons. Do they get it in the end? That remains to be seen.
Cricket, lovely. How relevant is the adaptation that we're doing to maybe, well, today's situations, the things that are going on in the world, and do you think there are any parallels between the ancient Greek world? Does it have any relevance? Obviously this is an old play, so are there any themes that you think might be...
I mean, I think it's really interesting that to take a Greek play and put it in a modern setting, let alone a future dystopian setting. There's a lot of things that, you know, the ancients couldn't account for later on. But I think that just goes to show how some things in life just don't ever change, like tyranny, like the lust of power, like, you know, the patriarchy, you know. All those things are and have remained relevant since the dawn of time, I think. And we just go around it differently, you know, as time goes by. So yeah, I think I don't know how close my answer is now to the original question, but...
we're good.
Cool.
Just to get you thinking a little bit though. So, 5 words, which can either be like short sentence or 5 key words that you think would sum up the play, maybe themes or what you think is important.
Oh, gosh.
Did tell you.
So, I think my 5 adjectives for the play would be corruption, power struggle, gender dynamics, divine law versus human law, and I think the last one would be fate.
Excellent.
That's it.
As an actress, how do you prepare for your roles? I mean, specifically for this role, really, but how do you prepare?
Vocal warm-ups, for sure. My character has a lot of vocal dynamics. They play around, because they're a shapeshifter, of course, their voice changes with them. So having to make sure that my voice is well lubricated and also well worked out, well stretched. That's the word.
Yeah, you don't really want to damage it.
No. You've got to make sure that you can project without causing constriction to your vocal cords. And especially if you're in the moment in something, in a play, that's really hard to keep, you know, conscious of. So yeah, just doing the vocal warm-ups and the vocal exercises, like when I'm doing the play, is very, very helpful to just reinforcing that.
You do them outside of...
Oh, of course, yeah.
So it's, well, you were saying you've been doing acting and that sort of thing for many years, so from the vocal warm-ups then, because I don't think we've talked about this with the other actors or actresses, yeah, I guess, is that something that came when you were getting into theatre, or is that something else that you brought in, that you've learned?
I mean, that's I guess when I first started out in theatre, one of my big loves of theatre was musical theatre as well. So that just you know, carrying the vocal stuff into it did come somewhat naturally. I don't think it was until I was in university or college, actually probably in college, that I started to really realise just how important like vocal maintenance really is, and like how just how like any muscle in your body, it needs to be exercised, it needs to be treated well, it needs to be warmed up and cooled down. You can't just go straight into something and expect not to hurt yourself, basically. So it's really important.
It's funny because, that's a big thing in sports, and I think it's quite easy to forget about it when you're doing physical theatre.
Yeah.
And even more, because when you think about it, the vocal cords and muscles.
Totally.
So,
totally.
Yeah, you want to stretch those before you use them, but easier.
And I think the reason I focus on that is because it's so easy to forget about. So if I just have to keep telling myself, don't forget about those, because that is super important.
It's probably something I need to take away, to be honest. I guess I was going to talk about the next question. Really, would be the physical theatre part of it. So. With the movements, how do you get on with the movements? Do you struggle with it? Do you take through it quite well? I guess you could say the vocal warm-ups link in with that in some way as well, but I'm thinking more about the movements, but how do you get on with them? How do you take to it?
I think having an animal to think about, for starters, that's always been super helpful to me, because so my character is based on a magpie. So when I think of a magpie, I just immediately think like, tits out, shoulders up, kind of thing, arms back. My knees will never touch each other, because I just think like wide set hips, feet always planted in the ground, sort of thing, and that really helps. I don't know how else to describe it. Once you start thinking, like, just have like a template, like a physical template to work with, like that of an animal. You just find parts of your body just kind of like leaning into those things, and eventually you end up like leaning with or leading with parts of your body that you never really thought before, or you start working out muscles in your body you never knew existed. Which has definitely happened to me in this production.
So I guess you probably woke it up the next day and think, why does this happen?
Oh yeah, like the muscles between my shoulder blades in particular, like I swear I've discovered like 100 new muscles back there,
Excellent. Okay, well, the last one really, and it follows on from that. Are there any new skills or any things you've learned about yourself whilst going through this production?
Oh, that's a good question. I think as challenging as this production has been, and it has been a challenge, like physical wise, vocal wise, like memory wise, all of this stuff, just knowing that I can push myself to that limit, knowing that I can actually deliver at that level, has been super empowering and has been super affirming in just like, remembering that, this is what I was put on God's green earth to do, it's been really enjoyable.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch as well.
Good, I'm glad.
I mean, I'm sitting at the back taking pictures, but
having the time of your life.
Oh yeah.